Alright guys, we're going to be getting started here with game number 2. Hello everybody, welcome to the XMG Captain's Draft 2.0 tournament. My name is Sunspan, joined by Cinder, and as always, Team Tinker versus Secret. Game 2, are we going to have 4 non-CM heroes in the game? Oh god.
We're going to have
there's just
one.
Damn.
That one's definitely gone. Okay, so we're trying again. This was basically the request of the teams. Even though Tinker won and put up a great performance, Bulba was still like, can we please try Luxembourg? It was awful playing on Stockholm. So we're giving it another shot for the draft, and if it turns out it's bad, we're going to switch to Stockholm again. But as we saw a little bit in the previous game, S4 was even lagging on Stockholm, which is its own server. So there seems to just be a lot of instability when it comes to the servers in general right now. But hopefully the players are still able to play. I mean, in the previous game, there didn't seem to be that much lag overall. When you looked at how the players and the teams pulled off their moves, it was definitely not like very crippled by lag, so to speak. So
now, how long are they going to get to play with this lag? Just right at the beginning, they'll know?
Well, we're going to see after the draft what the ping is like. If it looks good, the teams are going to play. And then if we get like 10 minutes in, we're going to have to roll with it.
All right, sounds good. Well, Broodmother's still there. There's still hope, friends. There's still hope. There are decent counters. There's a Kunkka, I would say, is an okay counter. Is there a Sand King? No, there's no Sand King. Although I wouldn't call them the biggest counters anymore because the Spiderlings will go... they have phase now, right? So you can just walk through them, no problem, if you're Broodmother. Oh my god, are we going to see it? Oh, this is unbelievable. Please. 4 games in a row, is it possible?
There aren't really that many good counters to Brood and Lane. Like,
just
there's
Kunkka,
no...
kind
Kunkka
of?
is decent. There's no Sand King. There's no... who else am I thinking of? X. Oh, my goodness.
Man, this is like Christmas.
I cannot believe
Day.
it. I cannot believe it.
Broodmother is picked. Okay. So,
like, honestly, like, this looks scripted as fuck, you know? We've had, like, how many days? 7 days without a single non-CM hero pick. And then it's like, all the teams just agree, you know what? Let's try it. And they all just, they're like, yeah, okay, we think it's funny to play with Earth Spirit and Brood and all that kind of stuff. So, what's the other hero we saw? We saw Earth Spirit and...
Earth Spirit, Brood, and, oh god. Okay, it's not
Phoenix.
It's not Phantom
Phoenix one game.
Yeah, Phoenix, that's right. So the only one left that I would really want to see, well, 2. I want to see Phantom Lancer and Bloodseeker. Don't really care about techies, honestly. That just sounds awful. They're going to get Tinker, so Simba's Tinker, which has had quite a big success overall in this tournament, is back at it again. Broodmother, I mean, there's no other way to play her other than offlane, right? Or, I mean, you can play it solo somewhere. I mean, can you do dual lanes with Brood? How does that work? It used to be an old...
Oh, the good old Brood Tinker lane, where Brood supported Tinker?
Yeah, that's right. It was Tinker.
It's not really good anymore. I think they're just going to solo the Brood, to be honest. Completely.
Well, Mirana's going to be the 3rd choice for Team Secret. Probably a Puppey Mirana, I would say. He's been playing that quite a bit recently. Invoker and Nature's Prophet now for Team Tinker. So they have decent global potential with Invoker and Nature's Prophet, depending on what build Invoker goes for. If it's the Quaswex, then never mind. I don't know. Looking at the heroes, I don't know. Well, Quaswex is pretty good now with Enigma, maybe. But they're going to go Lina on top of that, so lots of burst damage potential with her. And one final pick with a minute and a half to think about if they really want to do so. If they really want to do push, Juggernaut's available. Lone Druid technically is available. I doubt they go for that, though. Undying, even for the laning stages, pushing is still pretty decent. And they have the Invoker, Nature's Prophet, Lesh that are great at pushing. Wraith King, good initiator into the pushes.
I really like the idea of Juggernaut here, to be honest.
Push against Brood.
He's pretty good against quite a few of Tinker's heroes. He's great against Lina, just shuts her down. Not so good against Mirana until she has leapt, and then he crushes her. Tinker, he also kind of shuts down. Even if you're lasered, you still hit with your ult. And Blade Fury is not really that good against Brood. So the thing that can backfire really hard is if there's a lot of Spiderlings in the fight, then Juggernaut's awful. But if there isn't, then Could be great. Alternatively, they just pull out the Medusa that they did the other day. Did very well with. For Koikva, he was so freaking farmed. Or the Kunkka against Brood for another. I think
Let's go for
maybe overall
Kunkka.
Kunkka is the best pick.
I like Kunkka. Let's do it.
But
Okay,
it's gonna be the Jug.
That's fine. Honestly, if they get a gem on Team Tinker and they go for a Brood, that Omni Slash is literally useless. Like the gem actually works against them in some ways. But we'll see. And No Tail's gonna be playing Brood. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. This guy can play literally anything. That's why I freaking love that guy. So fun to watch. We'll see what the lag looks like, but this is shaping up to be a very exciting game to say the least.
Who do you think,
this has been the best day
if you
so
had
far.
to pick one team that's better at pushing, who would you choose?
Let's see. You have, well, I would say Tinker. I'm sorry, Secret, just because of the Tinker. God, that's gonna be confusing. If Tinker gets farmed, he's just disgusting. You guys can see the chat here. Let's try to lighten the mood a bit. There we go. It's just in random negotiation for the server, just a random horse emote. Oh, that's true. So Simba playing Tinker is the one lagging, and that is pretty important for that hero in general. So we might have.
How do you horse face?
We might have a remake here in AP. We'll see. Oh, S4 has our mount. Nice. So I guess this might as well be an opportunity to talk about the particles for the mount. They're not all in yet. The one thing that will not be in is the foot particles that are flames. Right now there's foot particles, or not particles, there's footprints. Those will stay the same. But right now what's not in the game yet that will be added are the flames on the feet, the paws themselves, which is very noticeable once they're in game. And there's some extra stuff they're doing to the eyes as well. So, yeah. What is this?
Alright, so I'm trying to find out this whole lag issue we have right now with the Luxembourg server. It seems like for now it's only Simba that there's a problem for, but there's a big difference whether it's just, you know, if there's a little bit of delay, like if you're playing on, say, US East, or if you have massive packet loss and unstable ping that keeps alternating. It's way worse playing with, let's say, you could choose between playing 150 ping the whole time or playing with 50 ping that randomly spikes to 200 every half minute. Then you would rather have the 150. So, trying to figure out what it is we're dealing with. If his ping is spiking, that's kind of a big deal. I don't know how it is my console is still not bound like I told it to like 4 times, but I effectively can't open my console right now, which is kind of annoying.
You want me to type it? I can do it.
Yeah, just open the console and ping a couple times. See what it looks like.
Oh god, I misspelled it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alright, we have... Oh god, everybody's ping is awful. Well, no, that's mostly the casters, I think. Okay, so we're looking for Simba, right? Heck, what names do they use on here? I don't even know what name it is. So we're gonna have an unpause. I'm gonna ping again. I actually don't know the. There's Carl, Super Blague, Challenge, Puppey. Okay, I know who Puppey is.
Carl is
the only
S4.
name is recognizable.
Super Blague is one of the French casters.
Okay. Who is Simba?
I am not sure what his nickname is right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Just I don't think I have him on friends.
So we're gonna have the first game of our Marana mount versus our Juggernaut set. So that's pretty exciting. Of course, both of which, or the Marana mount comes with the Compendium, Juggernaut set, standalone. Both contribute to the prize pool, which is now at 235k and change, which is insane. Just insane, friends. With the current... Well, I guess there's no way to estimate exactly what's going to happen as far as prize pool is concerned.
Alright, so it looks like we're playing.
Out of the water.
It says whatever, let's play. So I guess it's not as bad as it was in the first game where like 3 players were lagging. I suppose it's only Simba having a few issues, but maybe... Okay.
Uh-oh. No, it's supposed to be horse. Okay, so we might need a remake here. Stockholm. Give me Treant. Unfortunately, if it was on a hero, like obviously the spiking is awful. But I think it just adds insult to injury that it's the
Can
hero
we
he's playing is
remake
Tinker.
CM? I guess they really don't want to play against Brood.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, well, we're gonna remake AP.
Alright, so we'll be
And
right
we'll be
back.
switching
We'll stay on
to...
the line. The VOD will keep going. It's fine.
Yeah. We'll be switching to the Stockholm server. So, same as game 1. Unfortunately, I'll be summarizing this, of course, once we get into the game for the Dota TV audience, that they will have to find the draft elsewhere.
Volvo fix servers.
Everything is set properly.
The horse, man. The horse is back. We have 8 players in currently. But yeah, it should be interesting to see. We can talk about the changes to Brood, which I can't even remember at this point, other than the phase on the Spiderlings. Obviously, there's a charge base. Well, I shouldn't say obviously. There's a charge-based system on the actual webs. So you gain. I can't remember what the actual time frame is, but you
I
can
think
actually
every
cast
30
it in
seconds
succession.
you build up another web in your
Okay.
repertoire, and then
And the cool
I think
thing-
the peak is always 2. You can't have more than 2 stacked up at once, but you can have 8 in total as before. I think that's how it is.
2?
Like, I
don't know
haven't
if
even
that's-
played Brood since it got changed.
Alright,
Not
I'm
even
gonna-
once. So
Based on just
It's
my
not one of
feeling,
my
I think
favorite
it's more
heroes.
than 2. I'm actually gonna check right now. But also a cool thing is you can cast it, technically speaking, across the map if you have a connecting web. So the reason that's cool is because one of the major complaints about playing Broodmother is if your lane gets shut down or you're done pushing, so to speak, it's really difficult to set up webs in an opposite lane. So that is kind of remedied to some degree. I believe if you get vision of Broodmother, he can't phase through terrain, or is he gets damaged? I think it's damaged actually. So before you could just run through the terrain no problem, and he was super annoying to deal with, but I think if you get attacked, it's kind of like a blink dagger in some ways. You will not go through terrain. And okay, so the spider webs have the charges actually gain, or they go up based on level. So you can have up to 4 at level 4 for the web.
So,
Okay,
here we
here
go.
we go.
So, this was a little bit of a special situation. Sorry for just completely changing the topic, but this needs to be communicated. So, I don't know, did you have that on screen? I think you didn't. So, Tinker
No.
were actually asking for Captain's Mode, so they could pick... or so they would have the right time to get out to their lanes and ward. But we did choose to take all pick because else they can't pick Brood. Now they're saying there might be a way of doing it in private lobbies where you choose Captain's Mode and then you don't choose Tournament Mode, but you choose
That's just getting like way
the
too complicated.
other mode, and then maybe it could pick it, but because then you can maybe in a local lobby play or in a private lobby play Captain's Mode with all the heroes available. If you don't choose Tournament, but if you choose what's the other one, Latest, I believe. But regardless, Tinker said never mind, so we're going AP.
Yeah, I feel like this is just going to turn into like a StarCraft game where no rush 10 minutes. It's like no gank 1 minute for the wards. It's just a stalemate. Neutrality at its best.
And then ultimately we're going to coin toss for the winner. After it goes like 4 hours and no one is able to end the game. So, okay, let's see if we can get back into this. The teams have definitely picked the same heroes. So for Tinker, we've got Leshrac, Wraith King. Just a quick recap, guys, for those watching in Dota TV. If you're watching the replay in Dota TV, you will not be able to see the draft, as this was an AP remake because the Captain's Draft mode, or the Captain's Draft game, the server was once again not good enough. So we switched to all pick and switched servers to get the same heroes. The way the draft went was that Team Tinker let Brood through the pool. Secret first picked that. The response was Wraith King, Lesh. Then Tinker got, I believe, Enigma plus... Was it Enigma Mirana or Enigma Tinker? I can't remember. Tinker then got Prophet and Invoker. Secret got, well, whatever remains out of the ones I just said. And then Tinker finished it off with the Juggernaut. So let's have a look at the lanes.
I think they remembered that they have a global hero from level 1 that they can just put the wards down right away. So that's what they're choosing to do.
Yeah, I guess they're going to be perfectly fine. Balba?
Yeah, let's go over the heroes real quick.
Just did that for Team Tinker. He's playing the Nature's Prophet. Looks to be in the offlane. Sing Sing will be playing as the Juggernaut. We've got Bulba on the support Wraith King. Pycat will be playing as Invoker. And EGM will be playing as Leshrac. Okay, so apparently another terrible server. I'm not sure what's going on. Like, My ping has been pretty good in general, but maybe I'm just a little bit spoiled.
Well, you're also spectating, so not that important either.
No, that's true.
If you're not spiking, you might not be noticing at the same time. Kuroki for Team Secret is playing Lina. So a farming Lina, I guess. Simba playing the Tinker. Puppey on the Black Holing Enigma. S4 playing our Mirana mount with Mirana on top of it. And No-Tail, the Broodmother top lane. So I talked about this out of game, but I guess for the people in Dota TV and watching in VODs, I guess actually the VODs will be able to see it.
Did you see the name of Sing Sing's sword? I'm sure you're gonna love it. That's right down your alley.
Alright, let's see. Hold on. Sing Sing's Penis Chopper McChop. I love it. Great name. My old sword used to be called...
He put a lot of thought into that.
Yeah. My old sword used to be called Mythical Anus of Death, but of course now it's been replaced by this Oh my god. You see what you've done, Cinderin? Do you see what you've done?
Great camera work by Sunsfan TV.
You literally miss more kills than me, and you get... you don't get the blame. Okay, that's
How do you know I missed that? I just thought the sword took priority.
That's fine.
Okay, so anyway,
it's actually the first blood I've missed.
Yeah,
so that's okay.
It can happen. S4 combined with the Lina of Kuroki to set up that first blood on Pycat. Pretty easy if the Light Strike array lands and you combine with an arrow. Looks like they're trying again. Pycat will be dodging this one, or rather, the creep will be blocking it. And they're reinforcing mid with EGM. So, interesting laning position from the start where we have No-Tail playing Brood top against a duo lane, which can really put some pressure on him. Immediate sentry ward placed by Ball, but this could be a kill.
Dead.
It is.
He's dead. Oh, yeah. So again, one of those changes that I wanted to talk about for the people watching in Dota TV, if they don't know, when you are seen, and correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, by the way, if you are seen by the enemies, you cannot phase through trees or terrain or anything. It's basically...
I think it's
no,
if you're
seen, if you're hit.
And if you take hero-based damage, right?
Yeah, you have to take damage as well.
And it needs to be from heroes. If you get hit by creep, you can still... I'm pretty sure.
Puppey might be getting ganked, but he's going to see this coming. And this is going to thwart the Team Tinker gank attempt. I don't... Okay. You take over camera, Cinderin. Seriously. How does he die here? How? Mirana getting very low. Alright, we've only missed 2 out of 2 kills. No big deal. S4's going to bottle up. Koikpa's here after just dying.
Look bottom before you see the kill. Oh, you got it.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. You don't even understand. How many kills have you missed?
Well, I missed the same. I mean, Elsa would have called them out for you, right? But
yeah,
I was focusing on other things.
Thank you.
I was focusing on this Brood because, to be honest with you, I don't know where to place Brood right now in a tier list. I have no idea how good this hero is. It's out of CM. I don't know how much the teams think, how highly they think of it. Obviously, Secret first picked it, but it's kind of a hero that in the past has had... It's been really kind of a polarized hero in a sense, if that makes... If that's the way of putting it. Like, it has great games and it has awful games.
Yeah.
And so far it looks to be... Like, so far it's the same story. He gets shut down in lane, can't do anything. He's gonna lose his tower pretty early by the looks of it. 4 heroes.
Yeah, they're investing a lot into this, though, so... Maybe this is good for Secret. I don't really know, to be honest. Bobo looking for perhaps an attempt at a kill.
He's gonna sentry ward.
They're gonna
No-Tail.
see him. There's the Wraith Fire Blast split. Earth. Sing Sing can't get there, but the Sunstrike will help out. And Koifka gets the last hit. So this time the Sunstrike is on the enemy team, so that's good. I won't call that out incorrectly. Kuroki's going to find Pycat. So it's not a farming Lina, it's a roaming Lina. In fact, Koifka's going to come in. Wow, one more right click is going to do it. Absolutely. S4 better be careful now. He's going to leap out to safety. Meanwhile, top lane, Broodmother is back, taking more damage. Of course, he does get a lot of health regen from these webs, but it's a 4-2 advantage for Team Tinker extremely early on. A lot of pushing. A lot of pushing. Bottom lane even is going to harass here by Puppey and Simba. Not often you see an Enigma basically laning with a Tinker.
The thing about all of this is, on paper it looks good for Tinker being up 4-2, right? But they're investing so damn much on this top lane. They're shutting down the Broodmother of No-Tail hard. But at the end of the day, they actually get the worst trade. They lost their tower, nice deny attempt by Koikpa, not getting it though. They lost their tier 1, they didn't get one. And they use so much time with 4 heroes top that, as far as laning efficiency goes, Secret have been gaining way more golden XP. So, I'm not sure this is worth it. And I think, potentially, because Brood still is level 5, they killed him a couple of times, but he got full XP.
Yeah, he is
If
level,
they
yeah.
start leaving him alone, he's gonna stomp whoever is left here. He can crush Sing Sing in lane, just spamming with Spiderlings and
Oh my
get a
god.
Soul Ring.
Yeah. How close is he to Soul Ring? Alright, he's still a decent one. Well, he has enough money for it. But needs the courier, which is being used currently. Cardi, bring it, bro. Bring it. Yeah, they get the tier 1 bottom. Pretty much no problem whatsoever for Team Secret. And No Tail, oh, he's in trouble. He gets spotted. Blade Fury dealing a lot of damage. Sunstrike will connect! And Invoker gets a much needed experience and gold going his way. He's level 5.5 versus... He's actually tied now with S4 as far as levels are concerned. So that's definite bonus coming his way.
I know sometimes you hate on Brood, but this is like... It's like the entire Radiant team is just arachnophobic. Well, then they wouldn't even go there, right? They're just really...
It's the opposite, I think.
Arachnophiliacs?
They hate... What? Does that mean they want to have
spiders?
sex with them?
No, it means
Oh.
they love...
Well, then why is
actually,
necrophiliac
maybe,
have
you're
sex
right.
with dead people?
So if you're...
Arachnophiliac? I might be right, actually, for once.
I think, yeah, it's not just that you like... It's actually...
You love
in
them
that,
sexually.
In that sense, I think you might be right that it... When it comes to that, well, maybe. Well, Let's
talk about it some more, Cinder, and his Sing Sing's
Yeah,
taking a lot of
love
damage. Doesn't have a healing ward, went for the critical strike build. And this tower is quite low, not quite in deniable range though. He's gonna find Sing Sing, his big daddy, No Tail.
Oh, look at EGM losing like half his health pool to one Bond Spiderlings.
What level is that?
Level 3?
Level 3, very nice.
But Leshrac is just so low health. And he doesn't have any gold either. This is the time when No Tail starts setting up his house, basically, and starts dominating this top lane. They can't keep contesting him like this and feel like well, they can, but they're losing by the minute to focusing him. I think Secret...
Let's look at the levels.
Secret are so damn good at this. I feel like this has been a part of every single team Puppey has been in the past that I can remember for at least the last 6 years or so. He is really good at assessing whether his team is winning or losing on early game exchanges. A lot of teams would start panicking and try to help out the Brood, but they're just keeping it completely calm. They're like, wow, you guys are investing a hell of a lot onto this. Sure, we'll just farm our other heroes and Brood will eventually come back. So, I think they know exactly what's going on, and Tinker can't keep doing this. This is a really big loss so far.
Well, mid lane, we're going to have a gank attempt. Pycat, if he runs this way, he'll be okay, but no, he comes back towards mid. Is the Life Striker Ray going to connect? Actually, was done a really early Ice Wall, and, well, burst damage is there, no problem for Team Secret.
It was all he had, didn't have a point in Wex, so couldn't Ghost Walk. And even if he did, Puppey had a Sentry Ward, so pretty much dead there no matter what he does. Easy kill for Team Secret. Expanding their lead. And S4, I think this is the second time we see S4 playing in mid Mirana. Last time he got really good farm, if you remember. They had Mirana and Drow in that game. And looking to be off to a great start once again. He seems to be doing really well with this hero in the middle.
Tinker has Boots of Travel already, and holy crap, Soul Ring as well. That is insane timing. Less than 8 minutes.
It's really good.
And he's lagging, so I don't think he's gonna be complaining about the lag anymore with all this farm. So this is where it
only makes him stronger.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem there. Tower getting extremely low. Who gets the deny? Nobody, because it goes the way of No Tail. Sing Sing is forced to use his Blade Fury, and nothing will come from this. So, looking at Team Tinker, you're talking about both teams have pushing teams, or team composition overall, as Boba getting, wow, he actually blows up to the Spiderlings and becomes them himself, and his little babies are going to chase after EGM.
You become Spider.
Basically do. But looking at Team Tinker, despite all this action we've been seeing, they haven't gotten any towers yet. With Diabolic Edict at level 2, with Nature's Prophet, with Juggernaut Healing Ward online. I don't know.
It's kind of crazy to look at this and realize that Tinker are getting stomped. Like, they're not just losing. They're getting crushed on farm. 5,000 gold lead in 9 minutes. The score is 5-4. And Secret have taken... Well, they've taken 2 towers, to be fair. So, there's quite a bit there. But even on the experience, 3.5k lead for them as well. And the most dangerous thing about this is Tinker might not even realize that this is going on. Because we obviously have the advantage of being able to see the gold graph. If they could see it right now, they would probably change their game plan. But if they feel like they're okay, this is going to come back to bite them in 10 minutes. Because this Tinker's getting out of control.
Almost found Lina. That would have been almost an assured kill with that Omni Slash online. And he has enough mana to go with the Blade Fury right after as well. He goes for a 3-1-1. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen 3 in Blade Fury with maybe it was just a last second healing ward option being picked up. But having 1 level of critical strike.
I skilled stats once.
Is there stats? I thought he was holding on to 1. Oh, okay.
Which is pretty common because often you want to get a point in stats early on, so you have the mana pool to support Blade Fury and Omnislash when we reach 6. But I think he skilled healing ward at some point.
Look at this.
Like you said.
Is Brood switching lanes completely? This would be
Is he going Roche? Oh, he's just ancienting, I guess.
Alright, could be ancients. And he is Roche. Okay. Well, you don't even need to smoke with this hero. Well, they see that if they had to work it, they see the
like, wait a second, guys. This way.
That is.
He might have actually seen them. If you look at the vision of this ward, it goes out until here. Yeah. I think he might have moved them here. So. Oh, the train's gun spotted out nevertheless. The medallion of Puppey, though, is going to get pinged out. Secret Hat or Tinker have to do something about this, and they have to get it fast. Omnislash is going to be garbage here, by the way. There's so many creeps. It's going to hit the hero once, and they're going to
this Roche is going down, and Enigma's going to be the one picking it up. S4 taking a lot of damage from Blade Fury. They'll trade that, I suppose. When did Lesh get killed? Is that another missed freaking kill?
Oh, Mirana got that kill. I guess it's just Arrow Starstorm, because Lesh is really low. But we were looking at Roche, which was, to be fair, probably the biggest objective being taken. And what do you know? Kuro, who has 6 CS, is 300 gold off an 11-minute Blink Dagger.
He finds his farm, man. That's pretty insane.
Where is he getting it, though, right? He has 3 assists, no kills, 6 CS, and died once.
Ice Frog coded something for him to
2
get extra
towers and a Roche, and I guess those 6 last hits were all on dragons.
Well, he's the Dragon Master, apparently. No Tail and his little babies.
Well, okay, he also only went brown boots. He has boots, a tango, and a TP.
Yeah, it's
I think Puppey might be buying the wards. No, they're not buying wards at all, because as you learn in public games, those are not important and not a necessary part to winning the game.
Especially in Captain's Draft, absolutely.
Yeah, not necessary, not important at all.
We see a couple Midases picked up, one by Invoker now. S4 looking to set up an arrow on Wraith King, but his ult is up. But that is a great ultimate to get popped, because it is the longest cooldown in the game.
Who got the other Midas? Oh, Prophet. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get surrounded. Oh, he gets his stun off. But this great blocking. This is an easy kill. Of course, his ultimate activates like we talked about. He'll come back to life. But they'll be happy with that trade any day. Sing Sing gets Malefice. And he gets Black Hole. Do they have any follow-up? It looks like S4 is on the way. Yeah, they even have Laguna Blade.
Okay.
Alright, he used it. Didn't think he would, but he did. And No Tail, look at how much pressure he's applying to top, forcing 2 people out. And this is Broodmother at his best. And he even dodges this.
Oh god, that's gotta be so annoying. Arrow.
Yeah, Bulb is dead. That is an actual death this time in EGM. Man, Secret can just dive completely with very little worry of their lives. S4, he gets Cold Snap. This might be a kill going the way of Pycat. Oh, is it? Yes. Koifa comes in and finishes him off. Pycat in the meantime, along with Koifa, looking to regroup. And with Tinker, the actual hero that is, being able to just spam March in the Machines, left, right. Oh, what can you do, man?
Look at how painful this is for Team Tinker. The whole map is just falling apart. Like, they don't know what to do. Since they couldn't pick a single hero that counters Brood in the pool, they've allocated 2 or 3 heroes to countering him out, and he's still owning them. He's forcing rotations. If they're not 2 heroes up here all the time, he kills or destroys the solo hero that's up here, forces him back to base all the time. And when they allocate 2, they get out-farmed. Just from a strategic standpoint, Secret just have them... Secret have them by the balls. There's nothing to do. Like,
right by the balls. Firm grip.
Right by my nuts.
No.
No.
What does Brood have? I thought he was working on... Oh, he went for Ring of Aquila. Ring of
Aquila.
Tequila.
Good.
I thought that was going to be part of the build for the Orchid. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Oh. Kuroki. Sing Sing. Oh, nice Omni Slash is going to get the kill on Kuroki. Very fast timing there from Sing Sing.
He does have a TP. Surprised he isn't TPing.
Is up. Well, Malefice is going to cancel it, so...
Oh, he could have just ported, right?
Wasn't Enigma right there?
Oh,
you're talking about while he was spinning.
He got the kill with Omni Slash.
And then spun. And
then he spun, and he had TP ready.
It's true.
I guess he didn't keep track of the black hole, but there's like 1.5 minutes until that ready. And even if he forces the black hole, that's still a pretty good trade for TP scroll.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he thought he could live.
He still got the kill, but there goes the tower.
And Brood continues the pressure upon top. And at the same time, simultaneously, Bulba gets caught out. His ult is still down, remember. And down he goes again. Pycat gets some spot. Big Daddy might be in trouble. He gets bursted down. The tower is quite low. It's going to get denied in all likelihood, and it is by Invoker. But here comes Simba with the burst damage. Not quite enough to finish anybody up. But S4 and Puppey are here. Malefice, along with Midnight Pulse. Pycat looks to be dead. And S4 is going to continue the pressure. Puppey gets crit. He has the Aegis, which I had no idea. He's the one that picked it up. Very interesting.
Well, I saw it earlier and I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh yeah, there's a guy with the Aegis. Wait, that's an Enigma who got the first Aegis, but good use of it. You know, I can tell you from experience, with having played against lineups of this type before, that this is painful being Tinker right now. You feel like you constantly have... Because when you look at the way most games are played these days, you, like, sometimes take turns at being the team with momentum, at being the initiating team. They are on constant cleanup duty. They have to always defend somewhere, which is, it's like playing, you know, when you reach that point mid-game and you're like, oh, god damn it, Prophet is split pushing, or Tinker split pushing. This is happening from minute 5, and it's not going to end in the whole game. That's what you're dealing with when you're playing against Brood, Tinker, and Enigma.
And No-Tail hasn't even gotten any items to note,
Bulba?
really. I just caught that. That doesn't count as one that I missed, guys. But do you think he goes Orchid? As S4 is going to get caught out by Pycat. Nice Deafening Blast leaps. Actually, I thought he was going to get stuck in the trees. Very nice leap. Some dexterity on that freaking mount of yours. Moonlight Shadow. Should be enough for them to get away. Looks to be the case. But like you said, Brood is just constantly going to be pushing a lane. Not to mention every other hero that Secret has to work with. And it continues. But what does No-Tail go? Is Orchid actually a good choice? This game's Omni Slash is not going to be dissipated thanks to the mount. The mount, yes, the mount. Oh! Sunstrike's going to miss, but here comes Puppey with the black hole into an arrow, into Starstorm, into Malefice, into literally everything they have to work with. And down goes Sing Sing. Great synergy there between the two, between Puppey and S4. And
Meanwhile, in the top lane.
Meanwhile, top lane, No-Tail pushes with his little spider babies.
Please answer my question, though.
What was that?
What does No-Tail go? Is it Orchid?
I don't even know if that's relevant anymore. Orchid is generally a lane dominance item, but since they're starting to take all the towers, I think you should aim for better base sieging items. So
Vlad's Butterfly.
Vlad's Blink BKB, so he can fight, is an option.
Okay.
Alternatively, well, what else? I wouldn't even mind seeing him getting a pipe, to be honest. I think then they can just almost end the game, but the way this is going, he can also get an Orchid, then he ensures that they can't even go on his lane, but kind of seems to be the story anyway, so might just be too much of the same thing.
Team Tinker should have banned Tinker, although even his impact hasn't been as strong as... Honestly, even though he's died a bunch of time, No-Tail's impact on this game is probably larger than anybody else because it forced 4 heroes top, and guess what? This tower is still up, and as I say that, it will finally drop, but still. This is 18 minutes in the game. First tower for Team Tinker with this lineup of theirs. Very surprising. I would not have expected this.
Oh, he gets arrowed. Very nice melee arrow from S4.
Wait, tell me where. I don't... Okay,
you were just looking there.
Shut up, Cinderin. Just shut your mouth. God, I hate
that one
you.
is not on me. You were looking at that happening.
That's fine. That's fine. You do that a lot, though. You do that a lot. Okay.
Oh. Puppey farming neutrals.
Oh God, where is he? Where's Puppey? Oh my God. Right, well,
looks like something might be happening mid lane in 5 seconds. Here's a heads up, Suns fan. Look for the potential arrow hit. It is not going to connect.
Wait, I wasn't even watching. Okay, there we go. Got it. Got it.
Puppey is now moving in. He could expend his ability Malefice on the target. He is not going to, as he spotted.
Alright, you want to just take it? Just take it. Just take it, okay?
I'm such a bad friend in person in general.
What do you think about Tinker getting a Dagon, the hero? With all the things that were nerfed for him, Dagon being one of them, Ethereal Blade being the other.
I still don't think it's an awful build. It's not as good as before. Now it's in a reasonable place. Before it was just broken as hell. But this allows him to go for single pickoffs. Like, this Prophet right now, I think he would actually be able to kill if he had max laser. God, he's going to go for it anyway. He will be able to get him, regardless.
I almost got that one.
So this means any split push potential now from Tinker, from Team Tinker.
Oh, the stun gets... Oh boy! Laguna Blade to follow. Sunstrike's there, he's going to miss it. Kuroki blinks into the trees, and S4 is going to finish off what his buddy started. And the push will continue. Blade Fury taking a lot of Spiderlings, but No-Tail's not going to give two craps about that.
Looks
Tower's
like he's
already
going
at half HP.
Butterfly
Oh,
or E-Blade. I think E-Blade would be cool with Tinker and Lina on the same team.
that would
like
be
that.
weird, but I still think it's a Butterfly probably. Bulba still has that ultimate to work with. It is only level 1 though, so that's unfortunate for him. The siege continues, and Arrow's gonna connect on Bulba. He could just die right off the bat if Tinker blinks in here with just one Dagon. Not gonna do so because he would probably trade his life, and
But
that's not a fair trade.
let's think about what are the alternatives. So for Tinker the hero, he could have, instead of Dagon, he could have gone Bloodstone, which he has done in a lot of games. I would generally not consider that a good first item. Just out of experience, he does that a lot. Oh, Koikva with the Orchid. He won't catch him now. He's gonna blink. But he could go for the Shiva if they wanted to push very much. That could be an interesting choice. There's of course the first item side. Yuals would be an option. Oh, he's gonna get Ags. I really like this for the situation they're in. They want a high ground siege, they want to control, yeah, at least as point booster. Well, this could also just be the Bloodstone. I hope it's Ags. I really do.
I don't think I've ever seen Ags on Tinker.
So,
They
in
implemented
case you're
that.
not familiar with it, not you, but everyone in general, what it does is it doubles the cast range of laser from 550 to 1100, and heat-seeking missiles can hit 4 targets, still only once each. It's a pretty cool upgrade, which I consider really valuable for certain situations in the game with base sieges, but not really good in skirmishes at all. And that's kind of what Tinker does most of the time, so that's why teams don't get it. But right now, with what Secret want to do, why not? Get constant vision in the enemy base, just spam them down with rockets and take the racks.
I like the idea. I think it's a Bloodstone though.
I do as well, unfortunately, but we'll see.
Unfortunately. Well, they have allowed 4 non-CM heroes to enter field of play today, so maybe they're just doing crazy stuff all over the place. No-Tail gets initiated on, but Bulba's taking the brunt of the damage. Omni Slash is almost going to finish off Kuroki. The last that's going to do it. No-Tail is going to be seen, and the Blade Fury is enough to take him down as well. Bottom lane, the Tier 2 tower is destroyed. Doesn't look like they want to push any further, though. And I really hate that there's a Tinker in the game with Team Tinker on the other team, as the other team. Tinker the hero, Tinker the team. Think of a new name. Come on.
Georgia, the country, is much obliged. There's gonna be some people getting that reference, not you. It's okay.
No, not me.
But that just
That's something
reminded
to do
me
with-
of that moment.
Okay.
It's from Community, an amazing show, by the way, in
Oh,
case you're
you-
curious.
You overrate that. I mean, it's not bad.
One of my favorites,
Yeah, I don't.
if not my
understand how that
favorite
could
of all
be-
time. It's so good.
How, that's what I don't get. How could that be somebody's favorite show of all time? It has some great episodes.
I'm weird like that. Oh, I would agree with you. Not all the episodes are good, but I
a
still, I
consistent
feel
show
like
at
there
all.
isn't a single episode in that show where I'm just like, wow, this is not good at all. Like, I
Maybe
still
it's
get
because
a
I
good
know that
laugh out
Chevy
of all
Chase
of them.
is an absolute racist. Maybe that's why I don't like it as much. I don't know. Oh, Pycat's gonna find Lina. Meatball.
Oh,
Deafening
nice.
Blast. And Sunstrike Surprise. He's trying to farm the enemy jungle, but when you're down by this much gold, I don't know if that's a good idea. Tinker
Meanwhile,
goes
S4
in there, one
is
shot.
really fast. When he has Leap and Phase Boots on with the Manta move speed and Drum, he has more than 500 MS. He just outruns
good.
them easily during the skirmish.
Well, Roche is going to take a spill. And it is going to be a butterfly on No-Tail. Who takes the Aegis? Is Puppey going to go for Aegis again? Yes, he is. What do you think about that? You know what the interesting prospect? You talk about the, like, what do we call it? Oh, what's the word? Where he has the black hole, but he doesn't use it. What's the word we use for that?
The threat?
Yeah, the threat of the black hole. He can do that so much more because he has 2 lives. He can just walk in there and just suicide for all he cares. It's just
Yeah.
like an invisible wall moving the enemy team.
And
It's
this
an
time he's
interesting
gone.
choice.
This time he's gone for the blink that he didn't do in game 1. And it's kind of a comparable situation. This time they can stop Black Hole with Omni Slash, so there is 1 counter on the enemy team, but it's a really unreliable one. So still gonna be very nice. Looks like No-Tail's gonna finish a butterfly. Could buy it now. Not sure. He might just be going to the side.
It is going to be a
No.
Bloodstone, by the way, on Simba as well.
Damn it.
So, disappointing all
Damn
Simba
it.
fans out there. No-Tail. I think he wants to set up base bottom now. There's not... I don't know if you want to go... I think split pushing is probably the best idea here. So expect perhaps this to fall. He has 3 charges on his webs. Top lane, I've just caught that one. Actually, Tinker games in general are very hard to catch.
Oh, you're right. Wow. Yeah, this just goes to show. Okay, so Brood is one of the heroes where I feel like I, to some extent, have an excuse because he hasn't been in CM and I haven't played it at all since it changed. So I believe I mistakenly in the start said the max webs is 2 to 8, which is true. But
I already said this. Black hole onto Koifka. Gets bursted down. EGM to follow. That's 2 deaths. Make it 3 overall, thanks to that previous engagement. And Sing Sing and Bulba are forced back.
Brood can have 4 webs charges?
Yep. I'm pretty sure I know that.
It like scales 1 to 4, 1 per level.
That's pretty good. It's pretty juicy.
Uh-oh.
No-Tail not able to dodge the Wraith Fire Blast, but...
There's the Butterfly for the Brood.
Indeed.
Tinker gets the Bloodstone. Oh, Battle Fury. It's the right choice, I think, for Sing. They need something to clear this with, but is he going to be able to deal with this?
I don't know.
I was about to call him Big Tail.
Big Tail! Arrow's not going to connect. Tinker coming in. Oh, but the siege unit dies. Puppey doesn't have Black Hole to work with. Omni Slash not going to be too effective.
Pretty good.
Almost killed Puppey, though. Oh my god. Definitely Blast not going to be there. Big Daddy No-Tail takes a lot of damage from the Sunstrike and the meatball. Delicious spaghetti. Whatever you want to call it. Bulba drops to the deck. It's a 2-for-1, but the ultimate from Bulba is going to bring him back to life. And he's probably just going to die right back again. Absolutely. So all they lose is Broodmother. Surprised they're not split pushing, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Malefice blink in the opposite direction. EGM. Dagon. What level is that Dagon? That is only level 1 still, so still effective apparently. As we're gonna have a continued push. They're gonna force a fortify. I don't know if they stay though. BKB is popped. Puppey's gonna just blink in. Malefice. And then almost die. Pyke out underneath, taking a ton of damage. Right clicks are there for S4. He's thinking about it, and Zimba's there to finish him off. What a surprise. Tinker, all this beautiful map control, working to his advantage. Very low are Secret, but they really want this Rax, it seems.
Yeah, well, they can put double or triple March, and then it's going to be very difficult for Tinker to go into it. Of course, since the change to March that makes it not pierce magic immunity anymore, you can Blade Fury to clear out the Crit Wave, which is nice without taking damage. Still, this is an uphill battle. It's been for a while for Tinker. I don't know what the hope of a comeback wherein it lies. At least Koikva's getting some decent farm, and they'll try to push out as much as they can. And maybe, when it comes to defense, I think they actually have some tools, right? They have, when Wraith King has his ultimate available, they can send him in, initiate the fight, Sunstrike follow up, and try to burst the target down. Then if they manage to do that, they port in behind with Koikva, who might just keep getting killed now. Nice Orchid, TP out, will make it.
Might be enough, yeah, very nice.
Then maybe they can take control of the fight. But it's a lot of maybes, a lot of ifs.
If, ands, or buts. Boots of Travel now on Puppey. So ultra mobility. I mean, with all these items that they're picking up, they should be split pushing. There's no reason not to. Brood can just stick it to his own lane. Tinker to his own lane, and then 3 heroes in the third. Like, honestly, if they really want to do that, they can pull it off. Tinker's going to show up to bot lane, though, for now. And Pycat had the smoke. He's going to dust. He's going to find the Broodmother, who's taking
a nice kill.
Too much damage to handle. But again, that's a lot of commitment. Definitely worth it, though.
Any kill is worth it at this point. They just need to do something to buy time.
They're going to continue to push other lanes, though. And this is perhaps... Actually, No-Tail buys back. Does he have Boots of Travel or something?
No, he ports bottom. He just couldn't be bothered with waiting that minute. It was too long.
It is pretty long to wait. I don't blame him. This tier 3 tower top is almost dead. Expect the split pushing to commence. Level 3 Dagon now for Tinker. So from 1 to 3, that's going to be a nice juicy surprise for the enemy team. Diabolic Edict already popped. That ward is so good. The actual cosmetic, that is. Well, it's still good either way. No-Tail in the bottom lane is going to push himself. Has the butterfly. He's activating for that 522 move speed. Doesn't really need it once he's in the webs, though. I guess that was for when he TP'd bottom to get there faster.
Oh, it's going to get... Oh, my God.
Oh, God. What happened to my camera? There we go. No-Tail. Gets Wraith Fire Blast against him thanks to that sentry. This might be enough to take him out, but here comes Puppey with the black hole on 2, and No-Tail pops his nose. He's going to get a lot of health back as a result. Puppey goes down to the Omni Slash, though. They're going to get 2. Meantime, top lane, S4, split pushing away. his roots, man. You can't deny him his roots from Alliance. It's Rat Dota at its best, although he's not riding a rat at this very instant. Pycat. Well, actually, we have a nice teleportation from Koifka. Sunstrike's gonna connect. Laguna Blade is enough to take out the Nature's Prophet, though. Bulba doesn't have his ultimate. Level 2, though, so it's not the longest cooldown as of yet. Dagon hits Pycat, but that was, by the way, that was a dieback by the Broodmother. For those wondering. We'll just check the buyback. They're gonna get the range rack. Very casual. What did he do?
He denied it.
Oh. That's cute.
Nice little
How much
detail.
is a range rack? It's not very much, but
No.
it's cute. We'll leave it at that.
I mean, might as well, right? If the Marana's gonna get it, there was no hope for it surviving. So, it's a little funny detail, but well, Secret are still controlling the map, and even though there's a couple of good kills coming the way of Team Tinker, such as the bottom fight where Black Hole is used and they still get a 2-for-0 only using Reincarnation, it's just not enough, because once again, whenever they commit any amount of resources to one of the lanes, especially, like, okay, not any amount of resources, if they commit, let's say, 3 or more heroes to one lane, they're getting split pushed in another.
I think Sing
They
Sing's
can't
dead.
deal with it.
Blink,
Yeah.
Malefice.
Okay.
Yeah, the healing ward's not going to be enough. Too much burst damage to speak of.
10-0
He has a buyback.
on Simba.
Yeah, you're
He could
right.
buy Dagon 5 with that kill.
But he's lagging! He's lagging! Stun's going to hit Koifka. Kuroki. They're not going to get the arrow. Kuroki still has a bit of blade to work with. He's going to take a split earth to the noggin. And gets blown up. It is a 1-for-1. They take out the Lesh. S4, the full combination of Pycat is there to finish him off. Here comes Simba. Maybe not. Puppey
He's on
and
his
Simba
way.
working together. He's stuck in the trees. That's why I was wondering what the hell happened to him. Meanwhile, bot lane though, Broodmother going to work. Fortify is popped. It's gonna force everybody from Tinker back. And this is just, I don't know what they do. I have absolutely no idea what they do. The split push is so strong with this team. We're having a TP. Topped by Puppey, who has the boots of travel, forcing everybody to spread eagle. Tinker is spread eagle like none other right now. No-Tail, all his mana is drained, but all he really needs right now is the right click, and Simba and him should be able to finish off this melee and then back up with ease. And a courier was killed. Radiant courier, what was on that? Just a Yules. And some miscellaneous items. So range racks top down, and full racks bottom. Secret have so much to work with. Sunstrike's going to connect on Puppey. Bulba getting Malefice. Can't really blink for a long time. Pycat doesn't have blink for 10 seconds either, so it ain't going to get sad, no problem.
And I have to say, it's pretty beautiful to watch how Secret are playing this game, because, you know, if you're in this game and you're on Team Tinker, you're like, fuck this game, right? But when you're not on the receiving end of this, and you can see it from an outside perspective, and just look at how obvious it is, how well they're communicating, and how well they're distributing their resources, I like watching, like, for me, I know there's a lot of people who just hate split push and are like, man, this shit is so boring, blah, 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 but when you look at generally what makes for some really exciting games, a lot of the most epic games we've had are late game split push games. Of course, this isn't late game, but it's just because that style of play requires both the aggressive and the defending team to communicate and distribute resources in a really difficult way. It's so much easier from a communication perspective to say, okay, let's go 5 bottom. Then, okay, now we're going to put Brute bottom, we're going to put 2 top, 2 mid, these guys will skirmish, then we're going to split push at the same time. And you can just tell how much Secret are in control of this game, and at the same time, how hard Tinker are trying to get some sort of grip on the game. But I feel like it's cool we got to see a game of this type today as well, because this is very rare in Captain's Draft. But still, historically a big part of Dota as well. Split push strategies have been around for, I don't know, 10 years in different shapes, and it's cool to see them executed once in a while.
So bottom lane will push itself. No-Tail's going to push top. And I think they're going to wait for him to transition up to the top lane, closer to the racks before they push in mid. Deso now on both S4 and Juggernaut for each team, each respective team. They're going to catch out S4. The combination misses, and other than the Deafening Blast, he's able to leap out in time.
Arrow, gonna hit, almost hit building.
Boom! Get wrecked, tree. It almost hits building.
Yeah.
The Moonwells are also called buildings, apparently.
Yeah. Koikva
So
is
not
setting up. I think he's waiting in the bot lane until more heroes show mid, so he feels like he can get away with this. Just waiting for a while. And I guess also waiting until he has teleportation ready. Oh man, he's
Baby
missing out on that
army.
Midas Gold.
Oh no, not Nature's Prophet. That's
Could Midas right
unacceptable.
now. It's gonna spawn Trance now, I guess. Oh, he's still waiting.
Maybe if you implement a new feature where he loses health for every second he doesn't use Midas, he'll learn his lesson. Obviously needed for Nature's Prophet players. They
Like
need to
those good
understand.
old CS 1.6 servers where you started taking damage if you were camping.
I don't remember that.
You've never played on a pub server that had that?
Well, I hated pub servers that did stuff like that because they would ban my op. And
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's
full combination. Oh, Lena cyclones herself. S4 takes a little bit of the front damage though. Nice dodge of the Wraith Fire Blast, and Bulba's gonna take a lot of. Oh boy, yeah, okay. His ultimate does activate.
Oh
For
no!
Secret Omni
The
Slash and a
Cyclone
bunch of creeps,
ruining it.
unfortunately, but it goes on to Simba somehow. I'm not sure how that bounced, but either way, they'll take it. Meanwhile, top racks probably gonna go down. I hear Laguna Blade being placed, and it was used to take out the Wraith King a second and final time. Although he buys back a double black hole on Pycat and Koifka. Arrow will not connect. This Rax is still standing. But meanwhile, mid lane they're pushing. So
Oh
what are you
my
gonna
God.
do? What can you possibly do?
Oh, that's so painful to deal with.
Sing gonna try to force out something from S4. Okay. Boba doing a little fakeroo for 2 on the Wraith Fire Blast. Melee Rax is so close to going down. Just a few more right clicks will do it. And this is just the beginning of the end, I feel, for Team Tinker. They're gonna find Brood Mother. Combination again. Pycat's doing a really good job, but the cheese is popped by Big Daddy. And Nature's Prophet ends up dying in the middle lane. S4. Nice Cyclone by Kuroki. And to keep his teammate alive who just stands there. Of course, he still has Aegis to work with. He doesn't really care that much. Melee
He's
Rax
gonna
still
go and
alive.
use it now.
Yeah, S4. Okay, that was very anticlimactic ending there, but the push in all likelihood will continue. Oh, nice lead. I didn't know if he was positioned
Meanwhile,
the
top
correct way
lane.
for that. Yeah, top lane. Brood is back. After using that cheese, he could just die for this if he wants. Not quite gonna get it. Nice sheep stick, and okay, Laguna Blade. Use on the Invoker, and he's just gonna buy back right into the game. S4, half HP. You better be careful now. He can get destroyed. Omni Slash is down for another 20 seconds. Cyclone, fuels, everything. Sunstrike's gonna hit. It's not enough to take him out. Puppey, God. Somebody's always at top lane. They just want to rip out your hair if you're Team Tinker. They're gonna get the melee Rex. I think he pops BKB for it, but Fortification at the same time. Is he gonna go for it? Just get the Rex for the love of baby Jesus, Puppey. Right clicks away, attempting to run bottom lane. Blade Fury. Okay, no more magic immunity for you, which means magic damage reigns supreme, good sir. Melee Rax still up in top lane. Full Rax in mid.
Tinker actually
If
doing
only
a pretty
Kuroki-
damn good job.
If only Kuroki could use
pretty
Laguna
cool to
Blade on
see.
buildings. That would be great to see, absolutely.
Most teams at that point would have lost 2 full lanes and almost the third.
Oh, yeah.
They're still holding
No
on
doubt.
to 1.5.
It's impressive.
Still just a matter of time, but it's a really good showing from them. That even though they obviously know that this game is almost impossible to win, they're still trying their best, and they're actually executing really well when it comes to the movement of their heroes. So, pretty cool to see. Oh, Sing Sing is
Sing
actually
Sing has a
visible.
blink now.
This ward, just saw him blink up here.
Yeah. He's not gonna find
Puppey's gonna move away.
Puppey down there. But I really like the Blink Dagger. Puts him in a good position to get a nice Omni Slash to perhaps avoid like Brood Spiderlings or something to that effect. And Puppey is going for that refresher, getting closer and closer. Not too far, maybe like 1,200 away or something like that. Not too shabby. And Kuroki's gonna force out some rotation here. But what do you do if you're Secret? You just regroup and do it again? Do you wait for Roche? Still got a ways to go, and I believe, yeah, cheese was used as well on the Brood Mother. So it's gonna be the old-fashioned 5v5 they have to work with. Well, I guess if you're split pushing, it's more like 1v1v3, something like that. Probably the best way to put it.
It's
Lena
almost
has
like
the
they're
Aghanim
playing.
Scepter.
To be honest, it's like they're playing dual lanes inside Team Tinker's base.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
That's what it feels like the most. Arrow, not gonna connect. And this BKB on No Tail is up in 50 gold. That's gonna change his impact a lot. Oh, Sing Sing.
Blade Furies. Oh, we have the combination again. Kuroki getting really low. The Blade Fury as well. Omni Slash, does he need it? Yules is on Kuroki. And Sing Sing's now taking the brunt of the damage. And Laguna Blade finishes him off. Meanwhile, top lane. S4 was not able to take out the melee Raxus. He's going to get chased, but his team is coming to the rescue. And burst damage reigns supreme again. 3 dead for Team Tinker. This might be the beginning of the end, if not just the end of the end. Full team wipe. Black hole on just Bulba. That'll spell it. GG's. Secret, a 1-1 split with Team Tinker.
Yeah, and
Really
that puts them
entertaining game.
10-2 as far as Team Tinker goes, I have to check this. I can't remember by heart what their current score is, but still, for them, getting a win against Team Secret, who are pretty much undefeated, is a really good feat and gives them increases their chances of reaching the playoffs by a hell of a lot. Obviously, they're now 3-2, I think. No, 2-2. It should be. I guess this auto updates because it currently says on our score that they're 2-1, so it has to be 2-2. So, very nice series once again. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I don't know what to conclude this with. I feel like we've gone over it in the last 10 to 15 minutes where
I think
Secret basically had a total grip on them.
They were down from the beginning of the game because of the rotation. They put 4 heroes top to kill Brood, and they killed them a couple times, but it didn't end up mattering. It's just they gave up too much experience for the early game for everybody else on Secret.
And Brood still got XP and then took over the lane when they had to move away. So it's pretty impressive that you can go 3-9-6 and you still feel like that hero just completely controlled the game. It's kind of amazing.
Just picking the hero, changes the entire game.
Pretty interesting. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. We will have 2 games coming up once again tomorrow. And in addition to that, we should say after a short break, we're going to need a moment to find the winners of the competition for today. So if you guys have participated, stick around to hear if you're the winner. We are, of course, raffling away 1 chair from Need for Seat, as well as 3 Juggernaut sets tonight. But if not, thank you very much for tuning in, and see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, for Team Secret Virtus Pro, and then Na'Vi versus Tinker. Of course, the times are, as always, 17:30 CET and 20 CET. You can convert that to your own time zones at your leisure. So, yeah, I guess that's it for us tonight, Suns fan. Let's take a quick break, find some winners, and be back with that. So, see you guys soon.
Okay.
Yeah.